Rust can be a little bit confusing when you first get started. This is an open-world survival game with no real goal other than staying alive. And considering that you start out with nothing more than bandages, a torch, and a big old rock, it's pretty easy to feel lost, literally and figuratively. Here are a few tips to help tip the odds of survival in your favor. The first thing you need to do is build yourself a hatchet. You do this by collecting pieces of wood and a few stones. Wood is the easy part. Find any old tree and smash it with your rock. Your inventory will automatically fill up with the wood. Stones are a little bit trickier. You'd think that you could just bash those rocky cliffs all around the map, but nope, you need to find these respawning boulders out in the middle of fields. Smash away at a few of these with old Rocky and you should have enough stones to get the job done. Now, open your crafting screen, select stone hatchet, and assemble away. Congratulations, you've just made surviving slightly easier. The hatchet is useful because not only does it make harvesting wood that much faster, it's also a much more reliable weapon than the rock you start out with. This is important for your next objective in Rust, which is to gather some food before you starve to death. Your best bet is to find a wild animal like a boar, sneak up to it, and hatch it away. Now, this next part is important. That raw meat you just got from killing animals, for the love of God, make sure to cook it on a campfire. Eat it raw and you're in for a world of hurt. Virtual salmonella is no one's friend. Trust me on that one. I've made that mistake before. Now that you've got food and a weapon, you should focus on creating shelter. A simple shack will do the trick, and building a wooden door to go with it will keep you safe from animals, zombies, and any player who doesn't have the patience to hack away with it with a hatchet. Just make sure to place your shelter in a relatively low traffic area, like up in the hills or near the water at the edge of the map. Anyone with enough time and resources can break into your shelter, but tucking it away somewhere quiet will help reduce the chances of burglary. Now find some cloth from dead animals and build yourself a sleeping bag, so that you'll have a respawn point the next time you die or log back into the server. Oh, and if you're in a sleeper server, that means that your body falls limp to the ground when you log off. So make sure you log off inside of your shelter if you don't want to get murdered in your sleep. With shelter taken care of, you should work on crafting yourself some more advanced weapons, something like the bow and arrow. A bow requires wood and cloth, while arrows require wood and stone. The bow and arrow is nice for general defense against hostile players, but it's especially nice for hunting zombies. The undead do a lot of damage at close range, so taking them out from afar is critical. Hunting zombies is a good use of time because they tend to drop really high-value items that you can't craft on your own, or at least not as a beginner. And finally, a little advice for getting around. There's no in-game map, so if you want to know where you are, you're gonna need to cheat a little bit. So here's what you do. Hit Shift-Tab to pull open the Steam overlay, open up the web browser, and go to rustmap.net. You can also just Alt-Tab this if you want. Now this map is a great way to familiarize yourself with the game's primary landmarks, so that you can have an easier time getting around. You'll probably still get lost, but at least you'll be doing it less often than before. And with that, you should be set. All that's left is learning how to deal with other players. Hold V to use voice chat so that you can tell them you're friendly, and hopefully they don't kill you on sight. Just be careful around players with fancy armor and those who are building giant houses. They're the ones with the most to lose, and as a result, they tend to be the most defensive. So just be friendly and you should hopefully be fine.
Excuse me, sir.
Good luck and have fun out there.
I'm friendly.
For more Rust coverage, make sure to go to GameSpot.com.
I know a good trick.